Hi out there, this is Cocklaw and we are going to be recording a Sky Poker video on a £11 buy-in bounty hunter tournament. It's not the actual one that I satellited into. That was a later one. I didn't actually record the satellite into this tournament. I kind of showed them in reverse order, but the tournament goes well. Usually I am recording that as I'm playing along. This time it was just too long. It was no. I suppose I'm spoiling the ending, but I obviously survived a while, and I really had to cut the footage right down. Um, so I'm just gonna go through some of the hands and how I managed to scrape through the field. So as you can see, we're all sitting here, £5 on each head. £5 goes to the prize pool, and it was pretty hefty. It was about £180 to the winner, I think. But if you do go deep, obviously you should take a few heads along the way, so you can certainly make a bit of money in these tournaments. You can get a lot of entertainment out of them as well. Um, so we'll see how we go. Now I don't want to sound like TK here, but in the tournaments I do just sit and see how they're playing. I mean, because I literally know none of the players at the table. I don't know how anyone's playing. Who's getting busy? Who's being relaxed? Who's obviously going for the heads? Because you'll see some players and they'll just call people all in, just to try and take a head out, and they're happy just to win a head rather than trying to survive for the tournament. And also, I don't like me chip stack get down, because you start becoming that target because people start, you know, aiming at your head because they'll call you with some random hand. Now, in this case with a random hand, so I'm just gonna jam in over the top of him and hope he calls. Okay, he doesn't like my jam. He takes his time, and we're guessing he's gonna fold. There you go. You fold, and he's out of there. Okay, we're up a little bit of chips already. Okay, this time pocket fives. Yeah, nice little note. Never know when you might see them again. Bit of set mining going on here. Obviously, you want to hit the 5, or maybe a 3-6-7 flop. Something, or 4-6-7 flop, and be really disguised. Okay, I've got an underpair. You could take a stab at it, but against 3 players, it's not really worth your time. I'll probably just let this go. See where I did. Okay, I've got a 10-8 suited on the small blind. If you notice there, I've also changed tables, so that changes the dynamics as well. Because if you're doing well on a table, you don't want to change table, and if you're not, then it's handy sometimes to change because you can give you a turn for the better, especially if the table's getting the better of you. There's nothing worse. Equally, if you're doing really well, a bunch of fish, and they move your table, it's certainly worth a cry about. Okay, ace 3 in the big blind. And it's a pretty decent flop. Now, it's not perfect because it's top and bottom pair, so someone in there with an ace could also have outs. Also, we've got the flush draw on there, so we'll raise it up. I'm actually trying to get more chips in the pot. That is exactly what we're looking for as well. that'll do me. If he's got ace 10, trips, good luck to him. I think in my head he's probably got a strong ace. Oh, didn't expect that. I'm hoping someone didn't have a king jack of hearts obviously here when you see those sort of calls. That counterfeits me. And there we go. We had them absolutely crushed when they got their money in. And that river 10 saved them a lot. I think we'll just let them know how lucky they were there. And that was a big pot as well. I mean, that would have been probably a £5,000 pot, and it would put you in great standing. I can't see where I'll have a look. Would that have been a bounty hunter hand? Would I have took? No, wouldn't have been a bounty hunter hand, but certainly would have put me in really nice shape. There we go. Next hand, pocket nines. I'm gonna make a stand and see where we are. Standard re-raise all in and pocket sixes. It's always good when someone calls you with a hand like that. Bang, no club. There we go. And see if she had a ace queen, you don't like those sort of raises. But when you see a smaller pair than your own calling you all in, it's happy days. Nice double up, and I'm going in the right direction. It's a bit of a turn for me in the tournament, that, because I was slowly shrinking, and now we're in there. We're in the chips. We're capable of actually busting other people. That was an easy call. There was no need for him to do that if he had a particularly strong hand. Woo! By the skin of my teeth. Now, I could have been easy out there, but you'd do that with any two, I'm sure. A small blind just jamming for, what, 225 chips. A nice little note. Okay, again, we have changed tables. Took Roscoe with me, and again the dynamics have changed. Not great for me because I was going in the right direction on the old table, and I wanted to carry that across. So obviously there's a lot more chips on this table now than there was before. So we've got a 3-5. We're in the small blind. It's a decent flop. And the player bets it strongly, and I improved on the turn. I am now up and down with a flush draw, and he really sticks it to me with a great bet, a pot bet. Really puts me to the test, and probably doesn't give me the odds to continue. But I wanted to keep my good string going, and I make the call and hit the flush. Not always the ideal card, as he could have had a higher flush draw than what I did. But he obviously sees right through me and makes a fold. Obviously, he's got something, some sort of overcards, ace king, that maybe even king queen, and still made a good fold. I think I'd mentally noted that Solak, who is the player to my right and on the bottom left of the screen there, is a competent. I've seen him quite a few times in the tournament. I think I've even seen him on the Sky TV a few times. Okay, ace queen. Racer up, got called by the big blind. Pretty decent flop, we're going to bet it. Okay, and I was very conscious here. I know I've hit 2 pair on the river, but he could have already had me beat. There's no reason he couldn't have pocket fours there or something, so I play it court. Maybe there was value then. I should have just went for the re-raise. He could have had something odd, but as it turns out, I had him crushed. So I'm getting decently stacked now, as you can see. Obviously really happy about that and want to keep going in the right direction. There you go. Have a little look, see how people are doing, how many heads. We're still quite a bit behind the chip leader, but definitely going in the right direction. I haven't took no heads yet, but that's what you want to do. You want to try and catch a couple of scalps, but to do that, you've got to have the chips to do it. Now, I try not to call people all in just because I want to take the scalp. I want to, hopefully be calling all ins with 20% of my stack to try and take a £5 win. Okay, queens against ace 5. Oof. That was a tough one. Okay, onwards and upwards. Next hand. Let's see what we've got. We have pocket tens on the button, which is good because hopefully you're looking to make a raise and people are less likely to believe you have a hand on the button. Just have a look at the prize pool there. Let's check the average stacks. There we go. Okay, so there's a raise, and now I don't want to get too carried away, so I'll just call and assess again on the texture of the flop. Wasn't ecstatic, the big blind called behind as well. But the flop comes 2-8-9, and I'm pretty pleased with this. And especially with that move, I mean, that just stinks of ace queen or ace king, so I decided to call, making a huge pot, and all directly calls instantly, way out of line behind, and it managed to hold up. Now I've been waiting for a pot like this for a while, and it really put me in good stead, and that was actually the first hour of the Bounty Hunter tournament, and I've cut it down for you to around 14 minutes. But as you can see, that hand has put me in good stead going into the second hour, and we're just about to go on break on it. So I will leave it here. I hope you enjoyed my video and the few hands that you've seen. Please leave a comment or rate my video if you wish, and I will get the second hour up to you as fast as I can. Thanks for watching.